Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing activities or responsibilities. It is a common problem that affects people of all ages and backgrounds, with research suggesting that around 20% of the population identifies as chronic procrastinators. Procrastination can have negative effects on an individual's personal and professional life, leading to increased stress, decreased productivity, and can even affect mental and physical health. People struggle with it, but few understand the underlying causes of the behavior. In this video, we will uncover the hidden reason behind why people procrastinate and explore strategies to overcome it. The main idea of this video is to uncover the hidden reason behind why people procrastinate and understand the underlying causes of the behavior. People believe that procrastination is simply a result of laziness or lack of motivation, but there are deeper psychological reasons that drive this behavior. We will explore the concept of avoidant coping and how it relates to procrastination. In addition, explain how people may use it to avoid dealing with negative emotions or experiences, such as stress, anxiety, or trauma. By understanding the hidden reason behind procrastination, we can develop effective strategies to overcome it. Procrastination is a common problem that affects people, and there are various reasons that are often cited for why people put things off. The most stated reasons include lack of motivation, fear of failure, and perfectionism. People may procrastinate due to a lack of motivation or interest in a task. They may be afraid of failing or not meeting expectations, or they may have perfectionist tendencies that cause them to constantly delay starting or completing a task to make it perfect. While these reasons may contribute to procrastination, they do not fully explain the underlying causes of the behavior. While lack of motivation, fear of failure, and perfectionism are common reasons cited for procrastination, they only scratch the surface of the problem and do not fully explain why people procrastinate. These reasons may contribute to procrastination, but they do not address the underlying causes of the behavior. For example, a lack of motivation may stem from a deeper issue such as depression or burnout. Fear of failure may be rooted in past experiences or trauma, and perfectionism may be a coping mechanism for underlying anxiety or insecurity. Therefore, it is important to understand that procrastination is a symptom of a deeper problem, and addressing the underlying cause is essential to overcome it. Avoidant coping is a term used to describe the tendency to avoid dealing with negative emotions or experiences. This can manifest in different ways, such as avoiding social situations or putting off tasks. It's related to procrastination in the sense that people may use procrastination to avoid dealing with negative feelings or experiences that are associated with a specific task. For example, a person may put off writing a paper because it causes feelings of anxiety or stress, or they may avoid making a phone call because it makes them feel nervous. In these cases, procrastination becomes a coping mechanism to avoid dealing with negative emotions. This can become a habit and a problem, as it can prevent people from dealing with the underlying issue and lead to more stress and anxiety in the long term. Procrastination can be used to avoid dealing with negative emotions or experiences. When people feel overwhelmed or anxious about a specific task or responsibility, they may put it off to avoid dealing with those feelings. For example, a person may put off writing a report for work because it causes feelings of stress and anxiety, or they may avoid making a phone call because it makes them feel nervous. This avoidance behavior can become a habit and a problem. The person can develop a pattern of procrastination and avoid dealing with the underlying issue, in this case, the task that causes the negative emotion. This can lead to more stress and anxiety in the long term, as the task will still need to be completed, and the procrastination might make it harder to finish it. Additionally, the anxiety and stress can accumulate and increase, making it even harder to face the task later. Avoidant coping can manifest in procrastination in various ways. For example, a person may put off work or school assignments due to fear of failure or avoid social situations due to feelings of anxiety. In these cases, procrastination becomes a coping mechanism to avoid dealing with the negative emotions associated with these tasks or situations. For instance, a student may avoid studying for an exam because they are afraid of not getting the grades they want, or an employee may put off a presentation because they are anxious about public speaking. This type of procrastination can become a habit and a problem, as it prevents people from dealing with the underlying issue and can lead to more stress and anxiety in the long term. Additionally, avoiding social situations can limit one's interaction with others and opportunities and affect one's mental and emotional well-being. To address the underlying emotional issues that may be driving procrastination, there are several strategies that can be effective. One such strategy is therapy, which can help individuals to identify and work through the underlying emotional issues that may be contributing to their procrastination. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or yoga, can also be helpful in reducing stress and anxiety, and learning to focus on the present moment can make it easier to tackle tasks that may be causing procrastination. Self-compassion, which is the practice of treating oneself with kindness and understanding, can also be beneficial in addressing procrastination. This approach helps individuals to be kinder to themselves and to recognize that procrastination is a common problem that many people struggle with. By being more compassionate to oneself, one can reduce the guilt and shame that often accompany procrastination. Additionally, techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, can be helpful in addressing the underlying emotional issues that may be driving procrastination. These therapies can help individuals to change negative thought patterns, learn to manage their emotions, and make lasting changes to their behavior. Managing procrastination in the short term can be challenging, but there are several tips that can help. One important tip is setting realistic goals. Rather than trying to tackle a large task all at once, it can be helpful to break it down into smaller, more manageable chunks. This can make the task feel less daunting and more achievable. Additionally, it's crucial to have a plan and set a deadline for each chunk to make sure that the task is accomplished. Another tip for managing procrastination is using positive self-talk. Instead of criticizing yourself for procrastinating, try to focus on the progress you've made and remind yourself that everyone struggles with procrastination from time to time. Another effective strategy is to make use of the Pomodoro technique, which involves breaking down the work into 25-minute intervals with a 5-minute break in between. This helps to keep the focus and avoid burnout. Creating a conducive environment for work, such as having a clean and organized work area, setting up a schedule, and minimizing distractions, can also be helpful in managing procrastination. Remember that it's not an easy task to change a habit and it might take time, but by following these tips, you can overcome procrastination and improve your productivity. It's important to remember that procrastination is a common problem that people struggle with, and it can be challenging to overcome it on your own. If you find that you are consistently struggling with procrastination and unable to make progress despite your best efforts, it may be helpful to seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can be a valuable step in understanding and addressing the underlying emotional issues that may be contributing to your procrastination. They can work with you to develop a treatment plan that is tailored to your specific needs and help you to make lasting changes to your behavior. Additionally, support groups and workshops can be a great way to connect with others who are also struggling with procrastination and to gain insights and strategies for overcoming it. Remember that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength and willingness to improve. Don't hesitate to reach out for help if you feel like you're struggling with procrastination. In this video, we discussed the topic of procrastination and its prevalence among people. We highlighted that the commonly cited reasons for procrastination, such as lack of motivation, fear of failure, and perfectionism, only scratch the surface of the problem and do not fully explain why people procrastinate. We introduced the concept of avoidant coping and how it relates to procrastination, where people may use procrastination to avoid dealing with negative emotions or experiences such as stress, anxiety, or trauma. We also discussed strategies for addressing the underlying emotional issues that may be driving procrastination, such as therapy, mindfulness, and self-compassion, and tips for managing procrastination in the short term, such as setting realistic goals, breaking tasks into smaller chunks, and using positive self-talk. We encouraged viewers to seek help if they feel like they are struggling with procrastination and unable to overcome it on their own. The main point of the video is that understanding the hidden reason behind procrastination is crucial to overcome it. By identifying and addressing the underlying emotional issues that may be contributing to procrastination, individuals can make lasting changes to their behavior and improve their productivity. We encourage viewers to take action and start addressing their procrastination today. It's important to remember that procrastination is a common problem and it can be overcome. By understanding the hidden reason behind procrastination and addressing the underlying emotional issues that may be contributing to it, individuals can make lasting changes to their behavior and improve their productivity. Start by setting realistic goals, breaking tasks into smaller chunks, and using positive self-talk. Try out different strategies and find what works best for you. Remember to be kind to yourself and don't get discouraged if you slip up. It's a process. Additionally, don't hesitate to seek help if you feel like you're struggling with procrastination and unable to overcome it on your own. The most important thing is to start taking action today. Don't wait any longer. We believe in you and know that you can overcome procrastination.